No one in the world knows YouTube like this guy.
Yes.
Subscribe now.
Hey, everybody in the TubeBuddy world. This is Derral Eves, and I am here to answer your questions live. Now, if you're here, go ahead and put in the chat where you're from. I'm really interested of all content creators around the world. I really want to know where you're at, what type of YouTube channel that you're actually doing, and what some of the goals that you actually have. And the format's going to be completely open. I mean, I literally didn't plan anything. I'm here to answer your questions, and I'm going to sit here until we're ready to go. And yeah, we'll get things rolling. But there's a couple things. You'll see down here, my lower third, right about here. You'll see different social media that I'm actually connected to. You definitely want to follow me on Twitter because we're going to do a little bit with Twitter today. If you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, you're able to find that there as well. You definitely want to do that if you're really interested in growing your YouTube channel. Now, let me just give you a little bit of background about me because a lot of people don't know who I am, how I actually got started in video marketing and YouTube. And so I want to just kind of bring you up to speed before we jump right into the questions. If that's okay, put that in the comments below. I know you want to get to those channel reviews. We're going to get to it, I promise. We've been keeping a list here, and we've been going through it, so we'll get definitely to it, okay? Give you some background. I actually graduated with a degree in marketing, and I started my own company in 1999 doing internet marketing, of all things. And that's kind of how I got introduced. And I found that I was really good at one thing. It was traffic generation. I really found that I was able to get websites ranked and get things ranked so they actually got traffic. And then, 2005 actually occurred, and I was on a website called Craigslist. Now, have you guys ever been on Craigslist? I bet you have. I was looking for office furniture for my office. And I was just typing in there for a desk, and I came across an ad in Craigslist, and it was for a new website that just launched. And if you went to the website and signed up, and you got 100 people to actually sign up, then you could get a big iPod. Now, we're talking the ones that are the size of a brick. Like when somebody throws it at you, you're going to die because it hits and it's like so heavy. But that was in 2005, late 2005. I actually got my iPod. And in 2006, I got started with a lot of different things. Now, my background wasn't a content creator. I wasn't a content creator at all. I was there to market for content creators or businesses or brands or whatever it may be. And I found something in 2006 that was really interesting. I was putting a lot of effort and time in ranking websites. I mean, a lot of effort and time. And I found that video was ranking without hardly any effort. Like we would upload a video to YouTube, we'd actually put some titles and some description in there, and it would rank. That was it. It was ranking for Google, some very competitive key terms. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing opportunity here. And I spent the next year literally ranking videos on Google for every type of business, local business, bigger brands, doctors, dentists, lawyers, plumbers, pest control companies. And I had one of my clients I was generating leads for them. was out doing his job. He was spraying for pest control. He's basically spraying for cockroaches because we live in a desert and there's a lot of cockroaches here. And he was in a piano store, and this piano store owner comes up to him and says, "Hey, do you know anybody that knows marketing and can build websites and knows something about YouTube?" And he's like, "Oh, you got to use Daryl." And so I get this call, and it was the owner. He says, "Hey, we're trying to do something here on YouTube. We're trying to sell pianos." And we're making amazing videos. And I saw their video, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And in the next opportunity we had, we worked together really closely. In the next opportunity, they went from very few subscribers to 1.8 million subscribers. And I actually saw the power behind that. And that store that sold pianos is called the Piano Guys. Okay, it was actually the Piano Galleries, but they switched to the Piano Guys. But what was amazing from it is I was able to see very early on what the power of YouTube was. First off, for ranking, and then also for content creators. And right there, I'm here to tell you, my eyes was like, okay, this is great. And I knew that I needed to pivot a little bit in my company and focus exclusively on YouTube. Now, some of the things that we do, we produce ads. Who's all seen the pooping unicorn ad? Okay, that was actually the Webby ad of the year, and I was the executive producer on it. You can go to my channel, you can see the behind the scenes. I worked with the Harmon brothers, who it was their production. We kind of partnered up, and I was basically helping them out. I was the executive producer. Really fun stuff. But then we also do marketing for other YouTube channels. Now, if you haven't seen a couple of my clients, a lot of them are in the top YouTube channels in the world, and most of them are getting hundreds of millions of views every single month. And it's crazy what you're able to do. And in a short amount of time, I was able to really learn and put my mind around the algorithm of YouTube, really understood what it took to do audience development. And I really got sick of answering just basic questions for my clients. I just got frustrated with that, right? And so I started a YouTube channel. I says, hey, I'm going to just answer all the questions for my clients. I'm going to put it in a YouTube channel, but I want to do it the right way. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because a lot of you are in the same position. You started a YouTube channel. The difference was I decided I wanted to set a goal. My first year goal was to get 1 million views on my YouTube channel, and I wanted to get 10,000 subscribers. Now, a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, okay, I'd just love to have 10,000 subscribers. Other people are like, I got 10,000 subscribers like in a month. And that's great. But where I was at, you got to look at the type of YouTube channel I was creating, which was a how-to YouTube channel. There's not millions upon millions of people that want to make YouTube channels, right? And so it was a very hyper-localized niche. And I thought that was a very good goal. I knew I could achieve it. In less than 3 months, I got 1 million subscribers and 10,000. I'm sorry. Take that back. I wish I had 1 million subscribers. I got 1 million views and 10,000 subscribers. And then I readjusted my goal. I wanted to get 100,000 subscribers. This is in 2013, mind you. And I wanted to, in that year, get 100,000 subscribers and 5 million video views. And I was able to accomplish that too. Now, all that has been done, and this is going to surprise you, but between 20 to 60 minutes a week, because that's all I had time for. This is not my full-time job. I actually own a company, and we do a lot of strategic marketing for different companies from all different levels, okay? And so in my part-time, I was able to create a YouTube channel, get to 100,000 subscribers, become the #1 how-to YouTube channel on YouTube, and do that all within a year. Now, I'm right around 280,000 subscribers, and a lot of you are subscribed to me. I really do appreciate it. And I'm here, and what I've been finding that I get a lot of love and passion for is really helping you guys, really the ones that really want to get it and want to change your life, and you have YouTube as a viable option to bring in income. That's the people that I want to help. And so I reached out to Phil at TubeBuddy, because his company is literally transforming the industry, and I truly do believe it. I am not a shareholder at all in TubeBuddy. I don't own any equity at all in TubeBuddy. But if you go to the front page of the website, you're going to see my picture going like this, And the reason why is because TubeBuddy saves me a ton of time in my day-to-day work. Now, it's not just my time. It's my company's time, my employees' time, which saves me money, and then also my clients' time because it's an amazing tool. So I really am the number one fan for TubeBuddy. Are you guys the number one fan? I don't know. I think I'm the number one fan. If you're the number one fan, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear that. But I feel like I am the number one fan for TubeBuddy because it does so much for me. And the great thing, there's a lot of little features you guys get because I talk to Phil. I say, hey, Phil, why don't we do this? And he listens. And their team just kind of puts that in there for sure. Okay. So a couple things I want you guys to know. The first thing is you want to follow me on Twitter. So go to Twitter right now. Literally, follow me on Twitter. And the reason why you want to do this is because I'm going to pull up questions about what people want right within there. So I actually have a question here that I'm able to answer just right on the fly. So if you want a little bit more recognition than just putting it in the chat, I want you to do both because I'm not moderating the chat. Phil and his team's moderating the chat. However, I'm kind of watching Twitter because I'm a Twitter freak, and I'm watching the stuff going on. So all you need to do is go to Twitter and use the hashtag #AskDarryl. But here's the little thing going on, guys. My name is spelled a little bit different. Okay, it's spelled a little bit different. It's Derral. Okay, and that's fun. There's a story behind it. There's a story behind everything, right? Okay, so let's get going here. And I know there's a lot of you that are here that really want to succeed with YouTube. And let me see, is there anyone from Europe? Or if you're from Europe, put it in the comments below. I know you're in a different time zone right now. It's getting a little late in the evening. If you're in India or Saudi Arabia or Iraq or Dubai, put that in there as well because I want to start with you guys first because it's really late where you're at. Okay. So just scrolling through real quick. Okay. We are going. Okay, great. I got a website here to review, and it's for someone in Belgium, okay? Excuse me, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take people through the process. It's not a full, in-depth channel review. What it is it's an opportunity to kind of just give a first glance, give suggestions, give feedback, and really help the channel grow. Okay, so it looks like we got a lot of people from Africa to Italy. Oh, that's great. So you guys, we're gonna jump right in with this first one. Now, I'm literally going to do a screenshot. So you're gonna see exactly where their YouTube channel is, what's from there. It looks like this family, and I've met this family in Utah at a conference before, and it looks like it's, yeah. So, and it looks like, yeah. Okay, it looks like they're good vloggers, okay. And what I want to show you a couple things. They have 4,400 subscribers. Now, one of the things that I want to do is literally break it down a little bit and show you what they're doing good and what they can improve on. So keep it, guys. I want you to understand that I'm not here to criticize. I'm here just to help you, okay? So the first thing here is I really like their header. It basically lets me know how often they're actually doing daily videos. It's right there. That's great. I'm going to come back down here. I use another tool that's called vidIQ Boost. It's a Chrome plugin, and I'm able to see the keywords that they are doing right here. They could put more keywords in their channel, for their channel. Because right now they only have lifestyle vlog, daily vlog, family vlog, young family, pregnancy, parenting, babies, kids, children, family, happy, the Wilkie Way is the Wilkie Way. Okay. And the thing that we want to do is not overproduce it, overpopulate it. But what we want to do is give enough information that you're able to see it. So I'm going to open up a new tab. Let me just go like this. I'll come back here. I want to just show you real quick. So each channel, you're able to do that as well. So what does it look like? This right here is about the average size that you want to have for keywords. You don't want to overdo it, but you want to actually have it. So this is a channel that's my sanity channel. I'm a workaholic, so this forces to go out and play. And you can see that I have keywords that are all over the place here. Now, here's an interesting thing. Check this out. Arabic. I have Arabic right here for those that are in Egypt and all those other areas. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at here. And I put those in just because I want that channel to be associated with other channels. Now, you might ask, what in the world does that, what do those keywords actually do? So let's come back to the other channel here. And it does a couple things. I want to explain to you what it does. Okay, so what that does is that helps YouTube decide what's going to actually show in related channels. Okay, that's one thing. The second thing is your channel would also be searched. Okay, so when somebody's searching for them, it gives, like, for a specific channel that talks about their daily vloggers that are talking about parenting, then those keywords would actually come up. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right in here and we come to videos. You can see that they are daily vloggers. Now, what I really like, guys, is someone that's dedicated enough to go and do daily content. Okay, that's a pretty big deal, and that's something that you spend a lot of energy and time. And I'm noticing that they're losing out on an opportunity here. So if you guys are listening, you definitely want to see this. Now, look, they're at 6 minutes and 7 minutes, like 6, 7, 8 minutes for each vlog. Okay, this one's 10 right here. Okay, now what's interesting is, what is the perfect length for a vlog? Now, there are some amazing things that you can do to kind of hedge your bets on using the algorithm that YouTube puts together. And that bet has everything to do with the view duration that actually happens on your channel. Now, what I mean by that is that view duration is critical, and they were doing 5 minute, 6 minute, 8 minute videos, but my recommendation for them is to do 10 plus minutes. So between 10 to 12 minutes, the videos. Now, those that have been on YouTube for quite some time, tell me, why would we want to do that? Put that in the chat. The main reason for that is it triggers a couple things, and you need to understand what the number one goal for YouTube is. The number one goal. What do you think? What do you think that is, guys? That's right. Money. Okay? They want to make more money. So when you do a 10-minute video, you can actually trigger different ads in that video. Okay? You can literally trigger different ads. You can have a mid-roll ad and you can have a post ad. Okay? And you can trigger at different times if you're above 10 minutes. So think about this for a second. If you're YouTube, you have two videos itself. one video that's 10 minutes and has the audience retention of, let's say, 40%. The other one is 3 minutes, have the retention of 60%. Which one would you choose from YouTube? Well, I'm here to tell you, YouTube's going to pick that 10-minute video every time. Why? Because it has more opportunity to monetize. And also, it's actually getting more minutes watched, too. There's people watching that more because of the length, even though that the audience retention is not as high. Okay, which is awesome. So this specific people, basically what I would do is shave up your video, or not shave up, get your videos elongated a little bit at the 10-minute mark. I know that you're probably nervous about losing audience, and that's where the art of storytelling comes in. And you notice that your house tour has 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes right there, and it has more views than everything else. But it's the type of content, too. People are interested in it. But here you have the Great British Break Off, and it's 4 minutes. That's great, and you still have that many views. But how can you do something a little bit more where you're actually doing it for a little bit more time, okay? All right. So my question to you guys is, did you learn anything on that? I'd literally like to go more in depth, but I want to do a couple shout-outs real quick. So if you want your channel shout out, you need to put it in the chat, because that's what we're here for. I'm going to give you a shout out. I'm going to check out channels. Okay, if you're a gamer right now, put your comments in the comments below. I want to know if you're a gamer. I want to do some shout outs, really quick shout outs, if you wouldn't mind. Okay. And we do have a little lag on this, so it's going to take me a minute or two to connect with all the gamers. But if you're a gamer, do the shout out. So, Andrew Clan, thank you so much for coming on today. You can check him out, and he is verified by YouTube, and he's also a moderator here. So that's awesome. So that's great. We have, wow, Meezy. Wow, this is tough. Some of your guys' names are so cool though. Game Pro Bros. Wow. Let's check them out. So if I type in, let's see if they handled Game Pro Bros. Okay. We'll see if they actually did that. Look at this. Okay, they come up right there. Yo, Game Pro Bros. All right. Okay. So you got Link here. That you earn points with me, my friend. You got a little Link here. You got little Mario, and it looks like Sonic right here. Can't tell who that is right there, but cool little thing. They have 413 subscribers. Looks like they are posting pretty much daily. Pretty close to daily, off and on a little bit. Pretty close to daily. Really cool. Just to give you a little tip, change up your thumbnail a little bit. Like everything blends together. I don't know what is what. I know you're bringing other icons in, but you might want to change that up just a little bit, just so that when people say, oh, okay, new video, and it's just changed up a little bit. But it's a pretty awesome channel. Okay, great. Let's go to another gamer. And wow, we got so many gamers here. That is so cool. Okay. Man, it's just definitely coming in. It's just the chat's moving pretty fast for me on my end. Yeah. Bob the Wizard says, "Hey, we're literally spamming you right now." Okay. All right, we got Cinnamon Danish. Okay, very good. Let's open up in a new tab here, and let's just go ahead and paste that in. Let's check this out. Got two gamers here. Okay, this is cool. So we got a little Minecraft going on. Has 93 subscribers. What am I doing? I'm not even showing the screen here. I should show the screen. Come on, be professional, Daryl, right? Okay, so we got 93 subscribers on that. And yeah, definitely changes up the thumbnails quite a bit. How often do they release content? Looks like a couple times a week. Which is great. And that's cool. Well, very good. And for those that didn't see the Game Pro Bros, I do apologize. that I was just looking at it. I thought you guys were looking at it too. So yeah. Okay, cool. This is awesome. So we're going to get right back to it here, and let's go ahead and let's take a look at Twitter real quick. So we have Looker Luke. Hi. So you want to say hi, so hello. You can go ahead and hit me on that handle. Just hit Ask Daryl. It will come up. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. People are putting channel reviews in here. I was hoping you get to throw a couple questions in. I can't, and unfortunately, I can't watch videos right now during this live cast, so don't put a link in there. All right, here's a great question. This one is from Shane Ambrose. Is asking, how long does it take to go from 0 to 100 subscribers? Now, that's a great question, and I know there's a little bit more for that, but that's a great question. And the most important thing is you can do it very quickly, and you can do it in a very strategic way. I've seen it done in just a few minutes to a few hours to about a few weeks. Even the worst case scenario was someone that doesn't have a lot of family and friends. They started a YouTube channel and they got 100 subscribers in 3 days. The most important thing is realizing what it takes to actually get a good subscriber. Okay, and what does that mean? Well, you want to find somebody that's interested in your content. So you actually have to have content for them to watch. So if there's one video, it makes it very difficult, unless they know you from somewhere else, to subscribe to you because they only put out one video. So I would recommend is when you first launch your YouTube channel, put out like 3 or 4 videos so that you actually have them, and then launch your YouTube channel and go to communities that would be connected for your type of content. So if you're a gamer, you might be on some forums for the gaming or whatever from there, and basically you're providing value for them and letting them know that you actually do content like this and they can actually subscribe. I actually had a goal for my YouTube channel, the Geekify guys, to get 10,000 subscribers in 20 days, and it took me 21 days to do that. Now, keep in mind, I actually had a YouTube channel that I could get traffic from, and a lot of my strategies is with collaborations. We were able to do that. But it's all the same principle. It's really making sure that your YouTube channel's conducive to get someone to subscribe. So let me tell you the things that you need to do. Have a good banner that explains what your channel's about. Number 2, make sure that you actually have content there. Number 3, if you have time, do a channel trailer that explains what your channel's about. Okay. Number 4, find every place that you possibly can to promote the thing. Okay. Very good question. I love that. Super good. Let's go on to another channel review. Does that sound good? Should we do another channel review? Do you want your channel reviewed? Okay, I'm here reviewing channels. Go ahead and put it in the chat. Definitely want to see that, and we'll go to the next one. Okay. Okay, this is a cool one. I like this one. Okay, and basically they're handling. Basically, they're handling all the kind of the moderation. The guys are moderating a little bit, putting it in there. Found a really, really cool channel. It is called Will It Crush? Okay, sweet. First off, I like this already. I mean, anything that you're going to destroy, that's supposed to live and breathe on YouTube, right? I love this. This is great. Great banner. This is a great thing. Explains exactly what they're doing. New videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's awesome. And they have a great little channel trailer, which is cool. So let's go in. They have great keywords. They even have awesome channels that they're help promoting and cross promoting. Great. So my first thing that I'm going to do on this one is I'm looking at it, and it looks like they put out some great content. I haven't watched the video yet, but I mean, if they're hitting smartphones with crossbows, that's great. Crushing baby powder. I got to see this. All right. So yeah, 50 Shades of Grey. There we go. Really cool. And there's other channels that are doing this. The hydraulic press channel. This is really cool. I like this a lot. So, one thing that you should be doing is making sure your content. I think you have some great thumbnails. They're very good. I like them a lot. I'm missing a little bit of branding though. If you could all put just like a little teeny brand for you guys, and it would just be this little icon, and just put it right there in the video. That helps people for with brand recognition. Just make it really small. It doesn't have to be super big, and you can go from there. Now, the next thing too I want to show you is that you don't have playlists. You're releasing 3 videos a week. You can create playlists. And what I recommend, if you're doing 3 videos a week, I'd create a brand new playlist a week. Now you're like, what in the heck, Daryl? Why in the world would you want to create, a playlist every week? And then let me tell you why. YouTube really wants you to upload videos, right? And they want you to actually really frequent your channel, which you are. You're putting it 3 out of the 7 days. You're actually uploading videos. Now, if you actually create a playlist for your YouTube videos, and it's selected videos, you don't have to put all of them in there. You just put the selected ones that make sense, and you put a good description in there for the playlist. Okay, that actually creates a URL. It's an asset that YouTube looks at and says, "Oh my gosh, they got a new piece of content." YouTube thinks that you got a new piece of content because you created a playlist, because you do. It has its own unique identifier, which is a URL, and that basically shows YouTube that you're actually updating content a little bit more. So that's really good. I really like this channel, really good. So playlists would be good. I would work also on this right here. I want to know, what's your most popular uploads? Put that right here. Like I would literally spin right here and figure out what your most popular uploads are, and take the time and create a playlist for the most popular uploads. Put it there. That'd be great. And then have a different variety of things, of what you can actually do in a given playlist. I'd actually add a couple more. Change it up a little bit. It really depends on what you're trying to do here, my friend. If you are trying to get mobile views, it doesn't matter how your playlists are. But if there's desktop views, I'd go, if you have more than 25% desktop, I would change it up so that you're doing the vertical playlist on some, and then horizontal, because it kind of breaks it up a little bit. Okay, very, very cool channel. That is awesome. You guys need to go subscribe. They almost have 28,000 subscribers. Really, really cool channel. I like it a lot. I'm going to come to one other thing here, the about, which is great. Okay. They're British. Okay. That's even better. That's awesome. Okay. Perfect, guys. And look, they were able to start a YouTube channel in 2016, March 17th, and already have 2.5 million views and almost 30,000 subscribers. Okay, guys, that is awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome. Okay. Perfect, guys. Now, are you guys really getting some value out of this? If you are, put it in the comments. Would love to hear about that. Also, if you want to send me a tweet, you can do that. You do that, and make sure you use Ask Daryl, and we will literally go through it. We're going to grab them and answer as much as we possibly can. You can do that, all right? Okay, very good. I need to grab some water. That's the bad things about a live event is, you know what? I talk too much, so I got to grab some water. Okay, very good. This is really fun. I'm having fun. Hopefully you guys are having fun too. This is great. Okay, a couple more shout outs real quick. We have, okay, couple good shout outs here. And so you guys need to comment, because I'm just randomly clicking on people to go from there. This one is this channel right here. Happy. Okay. Very good. Let me Okay, Sophie X. Very good. Looks like Sophie X. Let's see where she is from, or if it has a little bit more from there. University of Lincoln. Okay, very good. Okay, you're making YouTube videos because why? Because you watch too much YouTube. That's good. That's good. This is just a shout out. I'm not doing a channel review. This is really cool. I like it a lot. Your thumbnails seem a little bit cluttered, but I think they might work really well. It just really depends. I definitely would do some testing on it, see what type of things that are there. And yeah, congrats on the YouTube channel for sure. Okay, so we're going to do the next channel review here. And the next channel review that has been moderated here, we're going to go and do a place called, drum roll please. I didn't do drum roll. Oh dear. Okay, ready? Retro Weld. Okay, very good. Okay, so this is cool. Okay, so this channel has 32,000 subscribers. They do great on their keywords. Look at this. They even have, I don't know if this is Arabic. Does anybody speak Arabic? Is this Arabic? It probably is. And looks good. So, first thing that I notice, this is a great channel, has great branding. I don't know when you're releasing videos. Like, I've just come to your channel, and I have no idea. I know what you're doing, woodworking, welding, and tips. Just put some text right here saying, hey, new videos every week, or new videos daily, or whatever it is. Put it right there. Just super easy to do that, okay? And that's just best practices. I really like when you do that on the subscribe. The only problem is, when you do that, check this out. You have different monitor sizes, and it's going to move that. And also on mobile, it's not going to look correct. But hey, that looks cool here on desktop. Okay, the first thing that I notice is that you're either making the phone and key desk caddy as your channel trailer, and that's not a bad. It's not a bad tactic. I've done it before, and getting more views. That, you know, if you have a really engaging video, that you're able to do that and get more views, which is great. Or it's your latest video, which is great. But it looks like you have enough videos here. Let's see how many videos you got. You got quite a few videos going on here that you could easily, comfortably, definitely do a channel trailer. And the reason why you want to do a channel trailer is because when people like me come onto your YouTube channel, my friend, I need a quick overview because I get distracted easy, you know, and I need to be sucked in really quick. I need to see what this channel's about. I need to know what you're doing, how often you're releasing, and going from there. So that's what I do too, is definitely do the channel trailer. I really like your best of the retro weld. Really, really cool. That's the same concept of, you know, your most viewed, which is really cool, guys. That's super awesome. Let's check another thing out real quick. And you also need to do more playlists. Even though that you don't have as many videos, you still need to do more playlists. Looks like you're putting out twice every other week, it looks like. So I would put out one playlist a month on that. You did get YouTube, you did get verified, which is really cool. You must be, let me check, with an MCN. If I can check, and we'll see if you are. No, MCN. That's really cool. I don't know how you got the verification under 100,000, but good job on that one. Usually they want you to be have 100,000, or you have some offline presence. So cool. And this channel started, look, it has 30,000 subscribers, 32,000, started February 22nd, 2015. That is super cool. Okay, that's awesome. I think I just lost my chat. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let me throw in a new chat window here. All right, guys, I hope you're getting a lot of value out of this, and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm glad that you guys are on, for sure. Also, just really quick note, if you guys are on Snapchat, I am on Snapchat. You can go ahead and, take a snap of the screen, do a shot right now. Go ahead and do that. Would like you to add me to Snapchat. Okay. Woo, woo. Okay. I know I'm a dork. I get it. I get it. I know I'm a dork, but that's just the way that I am. Okay. Very, very good. Okay. So moving on to the next question here. Okay. And this is coming from Twitter this time. And let's see here. Hi, my actual question is the other YouTube tips. What kind of content do you like the most? So I'm a weird guy. I am. I'm not like most people that watch YouTube videos. I do it very different. I do it very strategic. Usually, most of my time on YouTube is doing research, which is boring for a lot of people. But what really entertains me more than anything else is entertainment, of course. And, finding a video that you're just like, that was a cool video. That was awesome. And, I usually scroll through Reddit, what's happening in Reddit to find some of those obscure videos that are about ready to take off. So that's the type of content I look for. And I'm not really set. I don't watch religiously one YouTuber. I go and get a variety of different YouTubers just because it's my job. But if I was to pick one that I really liked, it's probably Sean Duras. I really like Sean. You can check him out. He's a Snapchatter that turned into a YouTuber. My boys just love Sean to death. Sean's been a great friend. Come on and help me out with Geekify Guys for a couple videos. Just a great guy. I like him a lot. He's interesting. He's probably one of the better storytellers. I would probably put him and Casey Neistat probably side by side. But I don't know because I'm connected to Sean a little bit more, and that's probably why. I'll watch maybe 2 or 3 videos a week, which is a lot more than I watch, for any other channel for sure. So. Okay, that's a great question. Great question. So if you have we've got a couple other people that like Sean Duras. That's awesome. Sweet. So if you have any other questions here, go ahead and put it in there. I'm going to go ahead and do a shout out to someone that said that he liked the Geekify Guys. I mean, he found out who the Geekify Guys was. That's awesome. So I'm going to put it in here. This is really cool. So Zach, we got, shout out for you, my friend, which is cool. I'm going to just kind of go here real quick. Looks like your inspiration is Casey Neistat, Devin Supertramp, Olin Rogers. That's great, man. That's really, really cool. That's awesome, man. I'm liking this. So you got a trailer. You are 22 at the moment. I love that. That's pretty cool. Okay. Filmmaker, explorer, creator. Love it. Started in 2015, which is cool. Great. So you actually have some creative playlists here and also some other stuff. So just random stuff. Okay. Really cool. So this one, Zach, this is just a quick shout out, but add some more keywords to it. I like your inspiration tabs. That's awesome. On your uploads, look like you're doing it a couple times a month, which is cool. You might want to create some specific videos, and if you're all about the adventure, try to figure out the best way to do storytelling in this. And I mean, I really like the channels that actually do a lot of storytelling. So Zach, look for it. Look for what you can do to actually tell your story. Whatever it may be, is it you're searching for the next adventure and what's at the next adventure? Just kind of go from there. But Devin's like a really great one to follow. Hopefully you're following him all over the place because he does a lot. Really nice guy. He's probably one of the nicest guy that I've met, in YouTube. It's so easygoing. But yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, I'm gonna pull a question out of the chat in YouTube here. Let's make sure that we actually have it. This is from Sean Dene. What's the best, and I hope I pronounced your names right, Sean. I do apologize if I don't. What's the best practice for titling your videos? That is a great question, Sean, and it's something that people don't literally take enough time to actually strategically look at. Okay. I actually do a lot of channel management for some bigger channels. We have a collab video coming out today with Brooklyn and Bailey, and they're really big YouTubers, and Studio C, which they're over 1 million plus subscribers too, and they're just big, okay? And the type of title that I actually went into it, it took me about 20 minutes to come up with the title. And you're like, what? 20 minutes? Well, the reason why it took 20 minutes is because I wanted to really maximize on all the reach that I possibly could. Okay, the title's Dance Battle, okay? And it's basically Dance Battle, boys versus girls, and then it's featuring Brooklyn and Bailey. That's the title that I used. And I want you to understand where you position your keywords really makes the difference. So your most important keywords should be at the front of your title. If it's an exact match keyword, if you're doing how-to channels like I am, put the exact phrase that people would actually search for in the YouTube title, you know. But you want to be creative enough. Dance battle. Okay, I got to watch this dance battle because I like dance battles, you know. And you got to do it in a way of what's actually the most search, the most relevant, and going from there. Another thing that I did was I looked out for videos that were actually using that keyword. One of them's from a friend of mine, Scott DW. His video has 57 million video views for Dance Battle. Okay, that's what he does. And so we did some research on that, but it was just really tweaking and positioning. But you want to make sure that those keywords that are there, you could only do 100 characters, and I would never max it out. You know, keep it around, you know, keep it as short as you can to be descriptive, but long enough to have the right type of keywords in it. So, Sean, hopefully that makes sense. Appreciate you asking that question. That's awesome. Okay, let's go to the next channel review here. And these are very quick channel reviews. I do apologize. I like to give it a lot more time, but there's so many people here that would love their channel review, and I want to make sure I get you taken care of here. So the next channel review goes to the Scandinavian Freckles. Okay, okay, very clever title here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Has 27 subscribers, which is great, and I really like this 50 facts about me. That's pretty cool. And it looks like you're playing Sims. Is that what it is? So you're doing little Sims. That's cool. I like that a lot. Very cool. Okay, so it looks like you just started about a month ago. And the question would be, you know, what are you doing to promote it? Okay, it looks like you're doing speed builds. First thing I would actually put in your channel description here, speed builds, Sims, you know, Sims, whatever, the Sims. And you have the speed builds on that, house tours, you know, kind of definitely go from there. But I really, really like this. This is awesome from there. I definitely, I mean, you're really promoting Sims 4, which is great. But if you notice right here, that you can't really see it Sims 4. I can't even tell if it's Sims 4, but it looks like it is. Just because it's covered up between that. So I would probably move it up just a little bit, just so that it's not so covered up from the numbers there. But same thing probably on playlist. You have one playlist, so you probably need to create another playlist. Get your most viewed videos in there, or things that you like. Just add something about that as well. Also, yeah, you got some featured channels, which is great. Some are even dealing with Sims, which is awesome. So this is looking really, really good. I like this a lot. Now, you have a really cool opportunity here. Let me tell you. One of the things that you're able to do is when you don't have a lot of content on your channel yet, you can actually create your own playlist of other content that you actually like. Now, this does two things. If you get someone to click on your playlist and it has other people's videos in it, you get some credit for that. You also get credit if your videos are intertwined with their videos. And what that does is when somebody watches one of your videos, you actually have the ability to have that video show up right here or right here or right here because it's a related video, especially within that specific niche. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Really cool. I like it. The thing that I like the most about YouTube is there's the diversity of the different type of content creators. So let me just ask you right now, what type of content are you actually making? Go ahead and put it in there. Let's look for somebody that's in the beauty space, like how to beauty. We did gamers just barely. Let's do beauty real quick. Put it in there. I'd love to see that. And I will, give you a couple shout outs for sure for that. Okay. Why they are doing this, I am just going to mosey on over real quick. And I'm going to see, I don't even know how many people are on. So this will be interesting. Oh, all right. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show you some live stuff going on here. You guys want to see some live stuff? Okay, right here. So one of the cool things that you're able to do is if you do live events, and I forgot to tell Phil about this beforehand. I always do a live now event like this. So when you're live, I'm going to put this right at the top. So when you come to the channel, you are 100% notified that there is a live event going on right now. And there's like 256 people watching, which is awesome. And you're able to see it. But what you can do is you can create a playlist that is the live events that's happening now or the ones that are scheduled. So like if it was scheduled yesterday, you'd be able to see it here. Hey, it's coming up tomorrow. Oh, I got to watch that. Okay, so you're able to do that right there. When you're done with it, just click this little button right here and you can hit the delete button and it's gone. Okay, really, really, really cool. So now I forgot what I was doing. I was supposed to do something. Oh, I was checking out to see how many of you guys were on. That's awesome. So let me go ahead and see if I can find another type of channel here. Let's see here. We have, man, did we not have anybody in beauty? I'm a beauty, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. We got Emily Lawrence. So let me click on that. She does... cool. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. Emily, thank you. This is just a quick shout out. She has 105 subscribers and looks like she's just barely the age to have a YouTube channel, which is cool. And when did you start this thing? You've had it for a while now, but I don't know how often you've been posting videos, but cool. I like it. So there is your shout out for sure. That is awesome. Awesome. Okay, great. And she does beauty challenges there as well. That's why I was asking on that for sure. Okay, so if you have a question, go ahead and put it in there. I'm going to go ahead and... yeah, there's a lot of people that really would like to get the shout out and go from there. I'm going to give a shout out to someone because she made one of the funniest. If you go to my YouTube channel or my Twitter page, she made one of the funniest gifts I've seen, and it was good. And it is the winner is for this shout out. Grandma's house. All right. Okay, I like the title, by the way. That's really, really cool. And I am going to take a look real quick. Let's just give you a quick little review here. How's that sound? You got almost 500 subscribers. You have playlists right at the very top. You have story. You have uploads from there, which is great. And looks like it's kids content. There's a lot of opportunities with kids content. Looks like you're releasing several times a week, if not, pretty much several times a week. 5 times a week it looks like, and it looks like you're having fun. Looks like you're having fun. Okay, so the question I have is, it's basically whatever you do at Grandma's house. Is that the question? I guess that's the question. So, what do you do at Grandma's house? Well, we have story time. Okay, that's great. We make candy. Okay, that's super awesome. We do some puzzles or some other type of games. So it looks like you have a good content strategy. The only difference for that is this is a little bright, and I like it. Get rid of the yellow right here and make it white, or something that will pop out a little bit more, or put something around it that makes it pop out. And then put in there Story Times Monday. I don't know when your Story Times is, but I would assume that it is Story Times Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, or whatever it is. But put when you're actually doing it. So if people are learning how to make Skittles popcorn and you're doing it like every Wednesday or Tuesday, put it in there. So that's what we want to know, is really quickly what you're actually doing. But this is really cool. I like it a lot. I also would do some type of branding, if at all possible, on your icons there, like an icon or something. I know that it's a lot because you're saying it's for the kids, but it's also for the parents, and it looks like you do that already. So here's the icon. I was just a little blind, I guess. Very cool. I like it. Bright colors is always great for that. Bright colors do some amazing stuff. Also, I would put your playlist down one and put some very good videos. So like put a playlist of, and these are playlists here, but maybe the story time stuff or how-tos, and then put your creative playlist down there. Do that a little bit more. But that's really cool. Very good. Okay. Sounds good, guys. We are coming up on an hour. I cannot believe it's been an hour, but I'm here to tell you, I'm here, you're here. We're going to keep these things rolling, right? We're going to get TubeBuddy a little bit more audience retention and watch time on their channel just for this thing. So really cool. So let's go ahead and do a question from Twitter. So this one comes from, okay, how many subscribers do you get verified? Okay, so it goes a couple ways. So you might be connected with a specific brand, and it doesn't require any amount of subscribers for it. You might be connected to a network, like an MCN, that can do that portion of it and get you verified once they went through the process. That's another way. There's no real advantage to it except for people know, oh, that's their channel, okay, which is a pretty big deal. But when I submitted the Geekify guys, it got rejected. You believe that? I got rejected from YouTube. It happens all the time. I don't take it personal, but I got rejected, and it says, yeah, we know that you guys are there, but the rules are the rules, and you have to be by the rules. So I need 100,000 subscribers for that. So if you would like to subscribe to the Geekify guys, that will get me just a little bit closer to my goal. But yeah, so you need to have at least 100,000 from there, or you need to have a significant presence. You might be a celebrity or a news reporter that they'd actually wouldn't necessarily make you go to the 100,000. So that is a great question. Let's take another one from Twitter. Let's go here. Man, we got some hellos. All right, we got some hellos. I'm just looking right here through the lovely thing. Okay, this is a great question. This is probably one of the most important questions anyone can ask me. Do I like bananas? Okay, so little you guys know that I actually lived in South America for 2 years, and I ate a lot of rice, and I ate a lot of plátanos and bananas, and I'm here to tell you that I like bananas. They're pretty good. Now, my grandma hated bananas until she got older in life and tried it for the first time. She tried it once when she was a kid, never ate bananas because she said she hated it, but she tried it again and she liked it. Pretty interesting. But yeah, I do like bananas. It's pretty good stuff. I like fried bananas. Fried bananas is really good. All right. Here's another one from Silly Kitty. What's the fastest way to gain subscribers? Okay, so this is a great question, and I wanna just show you real quick. Okay, the fastest way to get subscribers ever, okay, is to do this. Okay, so here is one of my clients, Studio C, which I just adore. I just love these guys. They are so freaking talented, and they do something. Okay, right here they have their video, and it's playing as a channel trailer. The Vlog Father, which if you're a vlogger, this is like, if you're a YouTuber, this is like one of the funniest YouTube videos out there ever. It basically makes a person of the mafia that was actually vlogging, and they vlog at the most awkward moments. Okay. But this right here gets them subscribers. They actually did a collaboration video with Shay Carl. Now, Shay's a vlogger, so, they just did one video and push traffic there. And Shay says, oh, hey, this is behind the scenes. That's a really effective way to get subscribers. It really is. It's super effective to do that. But what's happening in 2 hours? This same client is doing another collab. Okay, and this collab is with someone that has more. Let me just do Brooklyn and Bailey here. They have more subscribers. Okay, they almost have 3 million subscribers. A set of twins, and they're the nicest twins ever. They are. They're so nice. Okay, so they're getting ready to upload a video in 2 hours, well, less than 2 hours now, and basically they are doing a 1-for-1. Okay, so they're actually uploading a skit to their YouTube channel that includes Studio C, but Studio C produced it for them. Okay, and then also Studio C on their channel is uploading another skit. So the fans for Brooklyn and Bailey get 2 skits in one day, which they're going to go nuts for. Okay, the last time that we did a collaboration with them, I want you to sit down. You guys sitting down for this? No, sit down. They got 100,000 subscribers from their last collab, and Brooklyn and Bailey wasn't over 1 million. They were just barely getting close to 1 million subscribers, and they got 100,000 of their fans to subscribe to Studio C. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. So the fastest way that you have to get exposure is to collaborate with someone that actually has an audience or has a bigger audience than you. How do you do that? Well, you help them, you bring value. So like Studio C's case, it said, we'll write the skit, we'll do all the production for it, we'll pay for the cost for the production, and that's where the value's at. Okay. And guess what? They did. And the great thing about this family right here, the Cute Girl Hairstyles and Brooklyn and Bailey family, is that's the type of people they are. They say, hey, they're great content creators. We want to associate our brand with their brand, because who knows who's going to be big tomorrow. And that reminds me of a really interesting story. And I want to tell you, because it has to do with collaborations. And it has to do with my friend Sean Duras, who we talked about earlier. He was just starting on YouTube, and he actually did a collaboration with another channel, and this channel was treating him pretty bad. I mean, bad. Okay. And they totally just misrepresented what they were doing. And they're like, hey, we do this. You don't have any subscribers. You're just barely starting. You got to listen to our way. Well, in less than 2 months, he had more subscribers than them. And now he has, almost 600,000, 700,000 subscribers, and they're just barely getting along. And so the important message here, you never know who's going to take off when, and you want to make sure that you bring value, that people would view you as a friend, because who knows, they might be bigger than you next, down the road. Okay, so let's take another question from Twitter. Twitter. Okay, so here's the next question. How can I improve my viewers staying on my videos longer? It seems that the longer they stay to see what I unbox. Okay, so you're into doing unboxing videos, which is great. And you're wondering how long can you get them to stay on? Well, you can actually tease them to stay on a little bit longer. Okay. Some great friends of mine, they do an unboxing kind of. They are. It's called What's Inside. I don't know. Has anybody subscribed to What's Inside? Really, really cool YouTube channel. I really like him. Let me go to him real quick because really cool stuff. Okay, so What's Inside? So the Markhams, great guys. They were also in a couple of my videos, which is awesome. Just good friends. They were at 100,000 subscribers last year at this time, just to let you know, guys. And now they're at 3.5 million. Okay. And they're just growing. Okay. Really good channel to look at. You asked about audience retention on videos. Dan does a good job. He keeps them right around between 10 and like 5 and 10 minutes. And some that are a little bit over, some are a little bit under. What you want to do is, and this is where you can actually learn from him, is take time and tell a story. So he tells a story, what's inside an airplane. So Shonduras and Lincoln, that's a great hook. So he just teased them what they could do, right? Pretty much teased them there. And, the great thing about it is there's so much opportunity. So to answer your question, in short, if you can tell the story and give them a little taste without giving them the whole thing and get them so that they're more curious about it, then boom, they will watch more of your videos, which is great. So perfect. Okay, so in the comments, I just want to make sure that we have people that are still sticking around. That would be interesting to know. Go ahead and... looks like we are. This is good. Okay, coming through this really good. Okay, we need to do another channel review. It's been a while since we've done a channel review, right? All right, so let's do the next one here. Oh, baby. I can tell you this right now. I'm doing this one. Okay. I am looking at a name. If their name even resembles what I think it does, I'm going to have fun with this one. And it is The Ordinary Redneck. All right, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. This is one of the reasons why I love YouTube, is because it doesn't matter who you are. There's an audience for you, and I love the stuff here. So, okay, first thing that I notice is you do not have any keywords for your channel. So put that in there. If you don't know how to do that, I have a video on my channel, youtube.com/Derral Eves, that you can check out for sure. You definitely want to add those, okay? Other than that, I like how you're changing up the playlist. It looks like you're playing games and you're doing some different stuff, which is cool. Oh man. And you're flipping people off. Okay, there we go. Okay, so looks like you do a variety of things. I like it. I think it's great. Yeah. Really cool. Let me go to your about. Okay, you can do a little bit more of a description in your about. Let's go to your playlists. Yeah, keep on putting out more playlists, which is fine. I'm going to go to Rainbow Six real quick. And you do not have any description here. You need to have a description of your playlist. You can actually edit this, add a description, and that will make this searchable. Playlists are searchable on YouTube and Google. You definitely want to do this, okay? You definitely want to do this. But I like this. I like your name on YouTube. I haven't watched any of your content, but yeah, looks like you're having fun, which is what it's all about, guys. I mean, it is super what it's all about, right? Okay, very good. Okay, let's do another one. Another channel review. Let's pull this up here. And you're seeing that I'm giving the same type of stuff. I wish I had time to go through videos and really, tell you a channel review off a video, but I can't do that. This one might be one that I need to subscribe to. Okay, so this next one is Life Effects HD. Okay, And it looks like from this that they are doing effects in all the Adobe products, which is cool because I do that a lot. Beef up your keywords there as well. Let's see exactly what you're doing here. Okay. This is going to be a fun one to break down. Okay. Okay, I like it that you have your logo, that you can see that, it's your content out there. That's great. You're putting it around. I like it. You're using, hey, this is a quick, thing for After Effects, so they can see that as well, which is really, really cool. Just really quick at a glance, you're able to see the stuff from there. This is looking really, really good. Now, my advice to you is, are you trying to make how-to videos? Are you trying to give them a tutorial how to do things? If so, let's figure out how to do that, okay? So this is a perfect one. Okay, so how to fold up a green screen, which I have that same green screen for our mobile stuff, which is really cool. This is a great title for search. People are actually going to search it in there. Let me give you another thing that you're not doing, which you can do. Okay, is your description. This is a small inside joke for all Film Riot fans. Okay, which is great because you're doing a joke, but there's channels that do how-tos and it's a joke, which is great. But if you want to get more views, what I would do is put this one. How to fold up a green screen, the proper way to fold up a green screen, or the easy way to fold up a green screen. Oh, by the way, this is a small inside joke from all Film Riot fans, made by two fanboys, okay? Which is really cool. Okay. And do you do any effects on this one? Let's see. Oh, it would have been funny if you would have just had it disappear or something. That would have been awesome. Okay. Cool. Okay, very good. I'm going to cruise back here. If these are how-to, you have how-tos right here. What I would do is, and I don't know where this is. Is this a title for some of your content? I have no idea. Okay. But then again, it's really how to add base lighting in 3D. Okay, that's great. You need to give a more description. Do like three sentences right here, okay, of what they can actually do that's related to this. And then you can have all this other stuff that's down here. But what's the most important is the title in your meta information. The second most important thing is the first couple sentences of your description, and then your tags. I do not see a tag, which I would do a tag from about right here to here. And then also, I know this is a version of After Effects, but I would just put, 2015 or whatever, which is fine. Okay, very cool. Let's go on to some more questions here. Okay. So, yeah, go ahead and hit me up on Twitter. Let's see if you have any questions there. Hopefully you are following me on Twitter. You're following me on Instagram. You're following me on Facebook. And you're even following me on Snapchat. Yes, Snapchat. So I know I'm weird, but that works, right? It works for me, right? Yeah. Okay, very cool. Let's go ahead and take another question off of Twitter because we love Twitter, right? Okay, trying to find good question. Let's see here. This is a good question. I like this one. And this comes from the person known as the Average Joe. Okay, what's more important, watch time or retention? Well, that's a great question, and it's one that I love to answer. Watch time is the most important factor that YouTube actually looks at in their algorithm. But watch time doesn't necessarily mean minutes watched on your YouTube channel. Okay, it's definitely multiple things. So the first thing is how many views do you actually have? What is the view duration? Okay, how long are they actually watching the views? This is also, do they actually start a session? And this would be all in watch time. Okay, what a session is were they off of YouTube and came on YouTube, and the first video that they watched is yours. If that happens, that's a really big deal. That's called creating session watch time or creating a session duration. And that's huge. That's super important. And that's really what YouTube's looking at. And then those session starts. And then also, how often do you actually upload content? How frequent are you doing it? And then how long do they stay on YouTube? Are you sending them off of YouTube after the video? It all makes a big deal. So yes, to answer your question, Average Joe, it is watch time. But watch time equals, view duration, start time, upload frequency, session duration, and session ends. That's what watch time actually means. Okay. All right. Very good. Where did my little Twitter thing go? Okay, here it goes. Let's go another one. Another question. Moving down on Twitter. Great question here. Great question. Okay, we're trapped at 50 subs. Any advice how to get some subscribers? Okay. Being trapped with subscribers, there's a couple things going on. And it really depends on how long you've been at 50 subscribers and how many views you're actually getting. You'd be amazed of how many people actually watch your video that are not subscribed. So the easiest way to get more subscribers is to get the people that are actually watching your content to be subscribers. So you can do two things. Number one, you can do at the end of your video, say, hey guys, if you really like this video, make sure you subscribe so you can be notified and watch all my videos, blah, 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 blah. And you'll get more subscribers by doing that. You really will. Try it. Try it between one video and another. You'll notice that, if you have great content in that video and at the end you say, hey, if you like it more, just go ahead and do it. People need to be told what to do, and you need to tell them, hey, if you like it, subscribe. That'd be awesome. That's how you're going to get out of that 50 subscriber mark. But also, what have you done in the last 30 days to promote your YouTube channel? What did you do outside of YouTube? Maybe you need to look at that. Okay. Also, there is a auto subscribe link in YouTube, creating a link that when somebody clicks on it, it automatically takes them to YouTube, brings up a light box that says, oh, subscribe to this guy. Okay. You can get that really easy by just going and doing an annotation to have people subscribe on your channel and then save it and then leave and then come back in and you can get it. It's like question mark equals, so on, so on, so on. You want to just copy that and use that. I'd go to a short code URL shorteners like, Bitly or whatever, create a Bitly link for that and then share that. So if you say, hey, go check out my channel, they do it, they go to that channel, it does the light box, they hit subscribe. So really great question. Let me do another one here on Twitter. This one's coming off Twitter. What is the name of the plugin for your YouTube tags? It's called vidIQ Boost. You can find it at vidiq.com. Really good. And honestly, sup cutie. Hey, I love it. Okay, this is so awesome, guys. I love the AMA stuff. Hopefully you're getting some value out of this. Very good. Let me go on to another question. Should we do it? What should we do? Should we do a quick review? I think we should. Let's do another review. But for somehow, I'm like moving stuff around and it's not fun. Okay, here we go. All right, let's find another one here. Okay, found one. Okay. All right, our next one is Escape. Okay, I like the name. because you're like escape daily vlogs. I like it. So it looks like they're a daily vlogger, and looks like in Zurich. Is that where you're at? Can't tell. Germany. That's right. Okay. And are you? It looks like you're vlogging in English, which is great. I really like the thumbnails. It works really well for me. It's very interesting. It pulls it in for sure. That is so cool. Okay. Looks like you've been doing it for a while, which is really good. Very dedicated here. Okay, so they have like 769 subscribers. So I do apologize if it glitched out. Hopefully we're still on. Why don't you chat something? I want to make sure that we're still rolling here. That's a little nervous. Glitched out here. So if you wouldn't mind just chatting something, I'd really, really appreciate it. Hopefully you're still on. Bob the Wizard, here's your shout out. Hopefully, hopefully you can see me. So am I still live, guys? I'm sorry. It just glitched out. I don't know what happened. It just like died. Okay, great. So, Space Game Junkie, thank you for telling me that I'm still actually live, which is good. Okay, back to the channel review real quick. So it looks like they're a daily vlogger. Same thing with playlists. They can definitely do that with playlists, which is really important, right? And videos itself is I'm a little weary of the vlog number. Now, I know this is personal preference. And you're like saying, well, this is in order of what the day is, and vlog number is when I'm going to do it. I don't necessarily agree with that. And I do a lot of training and consulting for some of the biggest vlogs on YouTube. And you definitely like, even with the people that are subscribed to you, it has no interest to them that it's the number. They're oh no, you have to see vlog number 135. No, that's not what they're saying. They're saying, dude, you need to see the dance. You have to see that one. It's so freaking funny. Okay, so I would take off the vlog number. I would also. Okay, it looks like you have the auto subscribe link, which is cool. Very good. I would do something in that first line. I'd say that, or right here before a subscribe, like, comment. I definitely would say something with dance. You need to pull it in because that you're trying to get suggested video search. See, the biggest type of thing, and I want everyone to know this. If you want to literally succeed on YouTube, if you want to get as many subscribers as you possibly can, then you need to do everything in your power to get your channel promoted by YouTube. And the only way to do that is to get them to suggest your videos for people that are actually coming on. Everyone that I've actually helped explode and get them to a certain level, every one of them, that was their number one traffic source, and it was as high as 80% of all the views actually come from suggested videos. Okay, so for your channel, I would work on, getting your meta information right here. It could say Michael Jackson's Dance, and then it shows right here, and it's giving a little bit more description of what you're trying to do. Okay, very good. You have playlists, which is really cool. You have apps, which is dangerous, and social media. This is not a bad thing. For me, it's all about keeping traffic on YouTube. When you say, "Hey, connect with me here," then they actually leave YouTube, and you're breaking that session duration, and you're exiting them from YouTube, and that could make a big deal. I would only do this on certain videos, and do it. If they're staying on YouTube, no problem. But everything else, I'd be very careful when I do it. Okay, because you want to get that for sure. You want to make sure that they're actually staying on YouTube as much as they can. All right, so let me look in here. Oh man, there was like someone that said something about moto vlogging, and I don't see them. You guys got so much. So if you are a moto vlogger, go ahead and put it in there. And yes, I know moto vloggers. Everride is a good friend of mine. And he was actually a full channel evaluation on my YouTube channel, and gave him all the tips and techniques that he needed to do. Man, what was the moto vlogger? Oh, there it is. There he is. Hi. Okay, Riding Country. That's the one I was looking for. It's about right. Okay, so we got moto vlogger, and let's go ahead and kick that over. All righty. Okay, looks good. It looks like for me, I need to know, what you're, moto vlogging, how often do you actually release content would be awesome. A good channel trailer would be awesome too. You have related channels here, which is great. What I would do is put some other channels that are your friends that you ride with or whatever. The thumbnails, I would position a little bit, get that riding country experience. Don't make it look so crushed. Maybe make it a little bit smaller, which is fine. Things are looking okay for you. I mean, you have stuff going on there. How to fart on a motorcycle. Okay, that's a new one. I've never heard that one before. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Looks like you've been doing it for three months, which is great, and you're over the 100 subscriber mark, which is great. I definitely would spend some time looking at what ideas that you actually have for the title, and also spend a little bit more times on your description and your tags, and go from there. It's really good. Looks like you're using the free music that you can use from YouTube. And that's just one of the best things that YouTube ever did, in my point of view. Okay, really cool. I would probably have to dig in a little bit deeper on your content. But if nobody's seen motovlogging, you got to check this out. It's a unique type of way to connect. It's really cool. Okay. Cool. All right, so we are still rolling. Here is... Oh, man. Where's my message feed here? There we go. Let's do another one from Twitter here. Let's see if we can find one here. I hope you guys really have value. You're seeing value in this, All right. I like that one. That's a really good question. All right. So this one is how to promote your videos the right way. Promoting videos can take a lot of work, and it can have the highest rewards. So the thing that you want to look at is, where can I actually get the most traffic outside of YouTube? And that's where you want to do a lot of promotion. Okay. What connections do you have? You don't want to do this for every video, guys. You don't, because if you do it for every video, people are like, you hit me up every day. I don't want it every day. You just got to do it when it's a little bit special, or there's something that's going on, which would be great. And what you do is you get a list of those people and you're like, oh man, these guys would love this content. Let's go ahead and put it out there. Oh, these guys would love that content. Let's go ahead and put it out there. And you look for strategic places for them to actually do it. Now, if there's press opportunities, hey, maybe you need to reach out to the press because that's eyeballs coming onto YouTube. When they embed that video, they're going to YouTube and they're engaging. They might do it right from the news page, but a lot of the traffic go and find out more on YouTube. And you just want to make sure that if they embed a video, that they have a link to your channel and also one to that specific video, which is really cool. Okay. But it's all about getting people to promote it. Anyone with influence. So if someone does a tweet that has 10,000 followers, you might get some views from there. And so it's just getting those relationships going from there. And it's also looking at, what's trending, who can actually, you leverage a little bit to actually get you more views. It might be, getting a following, off of YouTube. There's so many different ways you can do that. So really cool, guys. Very, very cool question. I really like it. So let's go ahead and do another channel review. And we are going to the next one in line. Mr. Energy. All right, there we go. Mr. Energy, you are on. Full of energy. Here we go. Oh my gosh, that is funny. Okay, so we have Mr. Energy on. Really cool here. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this, but Mr. Energy has a different font for his name. Did you see this? That's pretty cool. I mean, that's like a hack. That's awesome. That grabs my attention because look at all these things right here. Now you're probably wondering how to do this. I have a video on how to actually do your names, and you're able to do it. But he did a great job here. This is just super awesome, and that's very unique, which is really cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what you're doing here, Mr. Energy. So it kind of looks like, oh my gosh. All right. I got to make sure I come back to this one. I got to watch a couple videos for sure. Okay. So is this like a, PewDiePie type of channel? Looks like it is. You're out doing crazy stuff, which is fun. You're playing crazy games, which I love. Worms. Worms is so much fun. I love it to death. Okay. Another thing is your episodes. Episode 15, 5, you have all that. Let me give you a Mondo tip. You guys want a Mondo tip? What I would do instead of doing episodes like this, I would actually create a playlist. And you might have a playlist for this, right? So you already have a playlist. What you want to do is make this a series playlist. So when you're actually creating the playlist or whatever, you can go to the gear, you can click on the gear, and it'll say make this playlist a series. Then it's already in a series, and you don't have to necessarily have them ordered. All you got to say is this is the series for this. Okay, here's the episode 9. But you just have them in order, and YouTube will keep it in order. So every time when somebody watches a standalone video, so they can watch this video right here. Okay, let me just show you. And what happens now, notice that episode 9 comes up right here, and it should be episode 2. So if you, Mr. Energy, would like this to stay in a series and to get the views off the series, then you need to hit that series playlist. Now, there's a couple things. You can't put the same video in 2 series playlists. They can be in different playlists, but a series playlist is like a unique piece of property on YouTube. And that's a great way to do it. So you're able to put it in a series playlist, and what will happen is when somebody watches number 1, number 2 will come up next. When they watch number 2, number 3 will come up next. When they do 3, 4 will come up next. It might take a little bit of time for YouTube to sort that all out, but it should be done in a week or 2. So, and keep in mind, they don't necessarily, you'll have a higher percentage. You'll have like an 80% chance of getting that up next. Okay. The more authority you have on YouTube, the higher the percentage goes up. Okay. Very good. Let's go to a question here. Go like in the chat itself. If you have a question, definitely do that. Buying ads on YouTube, that's a lot more complicated. I would really like to answer that question, but it takes a lot more time because it's setting up AdWords and then connecting your AdWords account with YouTube and kind of putting it together. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going ahead and answering questions. So go ahead and put a question in the chat. Okay, so we got a lot of reviews. I'm not seeing a lot of questions, so I'm going to go to Twitter because I want a question. I want to answer a couple questions because this is an AMA and also channel review. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, what is next? All right, here's the next question here we got going for us is this. Daryl, was it hard to get a degree in marketing? No, it wasn't. I really like it. If you're really passionate about some topic, you'll spend the time that's necessary to learn all the ins and outs. I really like marketing a lot. I really, find a lot of value in trying to persuade people to do things because that's what marketing is. And so that's a pretty big deal. And I really loved it. And it's a fun degree. So if you're looking to get some higher learning, that's a great way to do it. But I want to make this quite clear is there's so many resources online right now that you can get and start learning. It doesn't matter what your age is. If you're like, I wish I lived right now when I was a kid because, I just wanted to consume content and get as much information on any subject. Well, YouTube's like riddled with that. It's all over the place, and you can get some great instruction from people that are experts in the area, and they're either professors at school or they're entrepreneurs or whatever they may be, and they can give you really real world advice and teach you practical application of how to actually do that. That's a pretty big deal. So. Very, very good. That's a great question from there. Okay. Just we're coming up. I'm gonna keep on going. Trust me. I'm definitely gonna do this a little bit longer. There's a couple questions here. One's from is from planners and more by Alicia. Was asking is TubeBuddy worthy? TubeBuddy is like, I'm telling you, the coolest tool that I've ever used when dealing with YouTube. And the reason why is because it has a vast variety of things that you're able to do. I know that you're on here because you have a TubeBuddy tool, but is it worth the investment to actually pay them monthly? And I say it is because if you're really serious about doing this stuff and you spend time doing all these tasks on YouTube, it just speeds up the process. I mean, they just kind of think exactly what you need to do. So that's like super awesome. So Terry actually has a question. How much do I actually charge for consulting? You can go to my website, DarylEves.com, and there's a consulting thing, and you can kind of roll from there. This is a good little segue. Probably to go to another site, and we'll come back and answer some questions for sure on this. Okay, because everybody has questions about different things about YouTube, learning about YouTube, and so on. I don't know how I'm going to do this. So what you want to do is make sure you're on Phil's email list. I got to ask Phil a question because this is that's a okay. Let me see if we can do this. Okay, Phil's gonna like somebody in with TubeBuddy's gonna actually put a link in the chat, which I don't think you can go to a link, but you can actually put the URL in there. So, Phil, if you're listening, put the link in here for this. But I definitely would like to. Let me hide this real quick. Sorry, I'm just like looking down below my. Okay. Phil's going to go ahead and put a link for this on the chat there. But I am actually holding a conference in Los Angeles. If you're really serious about YouTube, this is the conference for you. Phil will actually put the link in the chat. Okay, it's held just a few miles away from YouTube Spaces, and we do that specifically for a reason. It's the 19th through the 22nd of October. And what's really cool about this is we have some of the top authorities in the industry coming and presenting. Okay, Phil just put the link in there. You can go ahead and use that link in the chat. Phil, you might need to put it in a couple times, but we have some of the most amazing people. We have like Peter Hollins, he's a singer-songwriter, creator. We have Daniel Markin with What's Inside. We have Sean Duras with SeanDuras.com and so on. We have Christine from Family Fun Pack. This lady right here, guys, she gets 500 million video views a month. Think about that. 500 million. Oh my goodness. We got Derral Eves. I don't know who that guy is, but he looks like he knows something. Oh man. We got Travis Chambers, who is, we partner up quite a bit, Travis and I, and we do some pretty big projects. We have Malia talking about how to do affiliates on YouTube. We have Matt Gillian, who's probably one of the smartest people in the industry, coming and talking about hacking the YouTube algorithm. We have Jared Meekum, who's a vlogger and a good friend. We have Austin Craig talking about crowdfunding and using video marketing. We even have Tim Schmoyer, who is coming and talking, and Amy Schmidhauser, and Tommy Powers was talking about ads. We have Lassie. We have Ryan that's talking about live streaming strategies. Jeremy Vess, Jake Larson. This guy right here, okay, Bryce, he actually gets a lot of video views he does a lot of strategic stuff. He just barely started a vlog, and oh my gosh, it is just taking off. We also have Jeremy Johnson, who's an attorney, but he's also a vlogger. He literally quit his job being an attorney because he was doing so well on YouTube, and now he just does very specific jobs. So he's actually my attorney for YouTube as well. We also have Chad Wild Clay, and he's going to talk about copyright issues and law and all that other stuff. We have Davey Orgill. Davey actually got 1.2 million subscribers. It's probably 1.3 now in just 5 months. We also have Jerry Rig Everything. That's Zach Nilsson. We have Mark Robertson, Ray the Video Guy, Rob Actis, and Matt Ballack. And the great thing about it is you can go on, see what the stuff is. I still need to add more stuff in there. And I know a lot of you are saying, oh my gosh, this, I wish it was in Europe, or I wish it was here, or whatever. But the reality is, I really want to give back. This is the third annual that we're doing this, and I really want to do it. And you might say, oh, it's a lot of money for doing this. But the value that's there, all I want you to do when you get a moment is watch this video right here. And it's people that are YouTubers. Like she has, between her and her husband, they have over like 600,000 subscribers. Another person has over 2 million subscribers. People sitting in the audience could be up presenting, but they come to learn. And so it's a really, really big thing. And so you can go ahead, Phil's going to put that link back in there as well. These are people that are really super cool, and they're going to literally transform the industry. And I have them speaking on stage and doing it from there. And we do record these, and it will be available after. But you definitely want to be there in person, because if you can literally take time and spend time with them and get to know them, they might collaborate with you. You might have a strategic plan, or they might like you. We actually had quite a few collaborations actually come from that last conference that we had. A lot of new partnerships and a lot of money made. So it's a really, really cool thing to do. Okay, so the other one says, stop promoting websites and promote small YouTubers. So here's the thing about that one, Mr. Gaming 717. All those people that are actually coming to the YouTube conference, this VidSummit, were small YouTubers at one moment. What they did though is they were looking for the best advice, and they were getting it from the source, or they were doing the collaboration, and they worked together and they were able to grow. Some of these people, like Daniel Markham, was able to get over 3 million subscribers in less than a year. And did it happen by accident? No. He studied, he worked, he collaborated with, he was figuring out the whole thing about YouTube. And so conferences like this makes a really big deal because you're getting a lot of information in a short amount of time. So if you are serious about it, it's something that you want to consider, and I totally get it. I can do a little channel review for you, which is great. But you'll get more value and a more depth at a pace that you can do, go further than anything else, because it's really hyper focused on what you're wanting to learn. You go and really experience, and you're literally learning from the industry's best from there. Okay, very good. That's enough of my discussion on that. So Phil will actually put the link back in there for you guys. You can definitely do that. Let me go on to the next channel review, and let me go back to that one. And the next channel review. Just coming to it right now, guys. Just takes a second, because I am a lone man doing all this. Well, they're helping me out, but yes. Oh, there we go. This one actually has 300,000 subscribers. This is great. So this looks like it is a music channel, and they lease and buy exclusive beats. So that's cool. That is really cool. And I like this. This is awesome. Okay. So it looks like there are specific music that's being showcased, and I guess you can lease or buy these beats, and so each one of them's something else, which is really cool. You're getting like 19,000 views, 10,000. I mean, for not necessarily, all you're doing is putting out content and different types of music. That's really cool that you're doing this. Yeah. I like the thumbnails. I like the branding. Everything looks really, really good. Really good. I really like it. I really like this free thing. And I really don't know if all songs are free or whatever, but that's really, really cool. Looks like you have a few playlists, which is great. Looks like you are localizing it. I would agree. Here's a good tip for you. This is a good thing for what you can do. You could put a description in for each playlist. We'd already talked about that, but your audience might search with a different language. You can actually put an English description in, and where I'm accessing it from English, I'll say English. Okay. The next thing that you're able to do is do translation. So I can actually translate the descriptions too, where if you're accessing it in Thailand, then you're actually going to see Thai. Okay. And if somebody's accessing it in Brazil, if you translated that, it will actually show Portuguese. Okay. Which is really cool. But you can do that with all your information. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel. It's like, how do you actually do this? And it shows you how to translate. You can do every video that you do and have different translations. Like one of my videos right here, and I like to do tests for sure. Okay. Let me go to this one. And I guess I'll just search real quick. It might be faster to go this other way. So one of the things on my channel right here, let me go to right here. So this one actually has translations right now. We have 9 different translations. So we have we actually have Arabic. We actually have Spanish, Portuguese. We have German. And so wherever they get a hold of that, they're able to come on. You can see we're even ranking. My Arabic's not very good because I don't speak Arabic. That's probably not the best translation, but we're number 1 for that translation. But you're able to do that for sure. This is it's just awesome. And you can see we do get traffic from the other countries, and they're able to see it. And it's searchable too. So what I would do if it was me is this is a great thing for you to do. It doesn't look like you put out, you put out content several times a week. I would just maybe start translating. If you speak a specific language, it looks like you do, I would actually translate your video, which is really cool. You can translate the lyrics if there's lyrics, which is really cool. And then you can also translate playlists. And you can go back and do this to any video. And what you're doing is when you create a translation, you're creating another property, which is really cool. Okay. That's a cool website. I'm sorry, YouTube channel. That's really awesome. It's good to see a lot of people doing different things on YouTube. It never ceases to amaze me what's going on there. All right, let's go ahead and take one from. We don't. If you want to do Twitter, let's go ahead and do Twitter. Would be great. Let's go ahead and do this next one. All right, here we go. The next question. I'm trying to wrap my head around daily vlogging. What makes good content? Is it just the story of the day? Okay, that's a great question. And it's one that a lot of people don't really give thought to. And those that really understand the art of storytelling, they actually perform a lot better, and their videos perform a lot better because we as humans, we like storytelling. We like to be told stories. We like to create these moments where you experience something with them. Okay. And it can be really effective. So to be a daily vlogger, I would put out content of what's happening during your day. But what you want to do is be a little bit strategic. Figure out what you're going to do during the day a little bit and figure out, okay, what would be interesting to vlog, but make sure you have your camera with you because you never know what's going to happen, and just experience your day. Now, you might say, that is the most boring thing because I'm the most boring person in the whole world. But the reality is people like watching other people do things. It's true. So, becoming a daily vlogger, that's what it's about. But you're telling that story each day. What are you doing in the day? And what's the process of that? Okay. And if you can actually pull it in and tease a little bit, that'd be good. So I would definitely check out Shonduras. I'd check out Ellie and Jared. I'd check out Casey Neistat. I'd check out Clintus. Clintus is really cool. And you can kind of see what they actually do for daily vlogs. Okay. Great question, though. I really like that a lot. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to take a question from chat. Hopefully the chat is still coming in. If you have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat. Really appreciate it if you do. That would be a great way to do it. Okay, Bob the Wizard's asking, how long do you recommend an intro to be? So Bob the Wizard, let me tell you, what you want to do is take time, and you want to make it long enough to explain what your channel is, but not too long that it doesn't get to the call to action. So I personally would have channel trailers right around 50 seconds. You can have them over a minute if you want, if they're engaging, but that's what I would do. But it needs to be a very descriptive. It showcases exactly what your channel does. And there's a very call strong to action, saying, hey, this is what it is. Now, you guys saw my channel trailer at the beginning of this. If not, you can watch the beginning of the video. It was 1 minute, 10 seconds, but it's right at 1 minute. And then we have 10 seconds that we have subscribe now, going from there. And so it's really easy. Generally, anything more than 30 seconds is fine. Try to keep it under a minute as much as you can. So, great question. Okay. My question to you guys now is, do you actually find this Ask Me Anything channel reviews on TubeBuddy helpful? If you do, put it in the comments right now. Thank Phil so much for having me come on. It's a really big deal. I'm thinking about doing this as a guest on TubeBuddy every once in a while. What do you guys think? Do you think I should do that? I think I'm willing to do it because I really love what Phil and the guys at TubeBuddies is doing. If you do, definitely put it in there. Sorry that I can't hit everyone up to do a channel review. Make sure that you actually check out my YouTube channel. It is pretty cool. I must admit, it is cool. And you can find it here on YouTube. You can go to just youtube.com/Derral Eves. You'll find me. And make sure you do that. You can check me out on other socials that are out there as well. I'm on YouTube. I do a couple videos every month. I'm sorry. I do a couple videos every week. Sometimes it feels like that. I'm also on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. You can follow me just at Derral Eves. On Facebook, it's just Daryl E. And on the Snapchat. So go ahead and make sure you do that. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on. I really love TubeBuddy. I think it's a great product. I think it's a great thing that they're doing. I really would like to do more channel reviews, and I do apologize I wasn't able to get so much, but my voice is starting to go, and I have some other training I got to do. So I need to keep my voice around. But thank you so much for coming on. If you haven't subscribed yet to TubeBuddy, do it. And the reason why is you're going to get tips and techniques. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, if you want to really learn and grow with YouTube, it's a great channel for that. Phil will actually put the link in the description and also in the chat there so you can subscribe to me as well, both to DarylEves.com and also to Geekify Guys. That's my hobby channel. It's like my insanity channel where, I'm trying to just keep sane, which is fun. Thank you guys so much, and why don't you have a wonderful and productive day? All right, thanks, guys. Okay, bye-bye.